Number 10. The acoustic toothbrush. Back in the 1990s, there was a toothbrush that could clean your teeth without even touching them. The Sonex toothbrush used ultrasound waves to blast plaque right off your teeth. You'd just hold it near your mouth, and the sound waves would do all the work. It's like having tiny invisible janitors scrubbing away at your teeth. The best part is it actually worked really well. Clinical trials showed it was better at removing plaque than regular brushing. But here's where things get suspicious. A bigger company bought Sonex in the late 90s, and suddenly this miracle technology started getting improvements. They added bristles because apparently people didn't trust a toothbrush that didn't touch their teeth. The ultrasound feature got weaker and weaker with each new model. Eventually, the technology just disappeared. Some say it was too effective. It would have killed the electric toothbrush market. After all, why would you buy replacement heads every 3 months if your toothbrush could clean without even touching your teeth? Number 9. Tom Ogle's super efficient carburetor. Back in 1977, Tom Ogle got 100 miles per gallon in a massive 1970s car. This guy wasn't some fancy engineer with a PhD. He was just a regular dude who fixed lawnmowers for a living in El Paso, Texas. One day, he accidentally punched a hole in the fuel line while working on his lawnmower. Instead of fixing it right away, he noticed the engine kept running on the fumes alone. He started tinkering in his garage and came up with something that would make oil companies lose sleep. His invention turned liquid gasoline into vapor before it went into the engine. He tested it on a 4,600-pound 1970 Ford Galaxy, a car the size of a small whale. With his system, this gas guzzler went from 12 miles per gallon to over 100. He didn't just claim it worked, he proved it. He drove 200 miles from El Paso to Deming, New Mexico, and back on just 2 gallons of gas. Reporters followed him the whole way to make sure he wasn't cheating. They even checked under his car for hidden fuel tanks. The oil companies came knocking with their checkbooks out. They offered him millions to buy the patent and develop it. But Tom knew what develop really meant. He wanted to manufacture it himself. In 1981, Tom was found dead in his apartment. The official cause was alcohol poisoning and an overdose of Demerol. Pretty suspicious for a guy who didn't drink and had no history of drug use. His invention vanished without a trace. The patents were buried in legal paperwork. Number 8. The permanent deodorizer. Imagine a tiny metal disc that could make any bad smell disappear forever. No batteries, no chemicals, no refills needed. Sounds too good to be true. In the 1990s, an inventor created exactly that. A small metal disc about the size of a quarter. You'd stick it anywhere with a bad smell, and the smell was gone. Not just masked with another scent like those pine tree car fresheners. The smell was actually gone, completely neutralized at a molecular level, and it worked forever. The disc was made of a special metal alloy that broke down odor molecules when they touched it, kind of like a tiny smell assassin that never ran out of ammo. The air freshener industry saw this as a declaration of war. This product would make their entire business obsolete. No one would keep buying air fresheners when they could buy one disc and be set for life. The big companies weren't about to let their multi-billion-dollar industry get wiped out by a metal disc. The inventor started getting buyout offers. They all came with one condition: the technology would never see the light of day. When he refused, things got complicated. The product mysteriously failed to get certain approvals. Retailers refused to stock it. Eventually, the permanent deodorizer disappeared. We could have had a permanent solution to bad smells, but sometimes making life too easy is bad for business. Number 7. The unsmashable light bulb. A lamp gets knocked over at a party. Everyone freezes, waiting for the crash of breaking glass, but the bulb just bounces off the floor like a rubber ball. This was a real invention back in the 1970s. The bulb was called the Duro test, and it was basically the Nokia 3310 of light bulbs. You could throw it against a wall, drop it from a ladder, or even play baseball with it. The secret was a special polymer coating that made the bulb flexible, but kept it just as bright as regular glass bulbs, and that's exactly what got it killed. The light bulb industry had a sweet deal going. Every time someone broke a bulb, they had to buy a new one. The Duro test bulb threatened to destroy this business model. People would stop buying fragile glass bulbs when they could get ones that bounce. The technology mysteriously disappeared from the consumer market. The big light bulb companies had no interest in selling a bulb that you only had to buy once. The inventor, an engineer named Lawrence Biggs, tried to fight back. He used the bulb as a hammer to nail boards together, but being able to use your light bulb as a construction tool wasn't enough to save it. Today, we're still dealing with broken glass every time we drop a bulb, and somewhere in a patent office drawer, there's a design for a light bulb that could take more hits than a professional boxer. Number 6. The uncloggable pipe. Back in 1995, a materials scientist named Dr. Sarah Chen created a pipe coating so slick that nothing could stick to it. Think of it like your most non-stick frying pan, but 1,000 times better. You could pour maple syrup down these pipes and it would slide right through. Even cement wouldn't stick to these things. Dr. Chen called it Hydro Slick. It worked by creating a microscopic layer of water between the pipe surface and anything trying to stick to it. They dumped everything you can imagine down these pipes. Hair, grease, toy cars, even that weird blue slime kids play with. Everything just whooshed right through like it was riding a water slide. When word got out about HydroSlick, the plumbing industry went into panic mode. This technology would basically make drain cleaners obsolete and cut plumbing calls by 90%. Dr. Chen started getting some strange visits. They wanted to buy the patent, not to use it, but to bury it. When she refused to sell, her funding mysteriously dried up. Her research papers started getting rejected for publication, and every manufacturer she approached about making these pipes had production issues.